Hi there, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah. Today I'll be doing a 4-on-4 challenge run as the Enclave. The rules are I have to just use the Minutemen as the Enclave. So getting straight into it. After I became the world's greatest popsicle, I fell out of the freezer, like the little boy I am. Picked up a iPhone 28 off of a skeleton, strapped onto my arm, and plugged into a nice hole. Clicked the big red button, went to the elevator, which surprisingly was still there, saw the light and the world for the first time like a newborn child after coming out of the vault. So I should probably explain the rules for this run. I am going to be playing as the Enclave, and I have a couple mods installed, such as making the Minutemen and Gunners form a National Guard and military, which makes it more lore accurate to the Enclave. I will also be using the Minutemen as a substitute for the Enclave, and using them to finish the. I will be only restricted to using Enclave weapons, armor, and equipment for the mid to late game. Early game, I have skinned my armor to make it look more Enclave, and I have a backpack with the old world flag on it. After I made my jumpsuit black, I proceeded to also paint my Timberland with pistol and started to run out of Sanctuary, as one would do. As I run down the road, I switch on the quest. Oh no, switch off the quest out time. I then spent some time running through Sanctuary, over the bridge, all the way to Red Rocket, checking the difficulty, and then running to the Blood Bugs down the road. After arriving Conquered and getting that sweet XP, I proceeded down the road to investigate Conquered. I turned the corner and looked to my right and started to pick off raiders as much as I could. After looting a raider, grabbing the Molotov cocktail and the gas mask off of them, and equipping the gas mask for this run, which I will be hiding my face, which is beautifully crafted. Again, after picking off, having the box stain of the 9th man, I proceeded to headshot and eliminate some raiders. After killing the raiders and looting them individually for stim packs, ammo, and equipment, I found a laser rifle, one of them, immediately equipping it with the 28 rounds I had to my name, with the gas mask on as well. I looted the other raider and found the remnant of National Guard. After taking the National Guard's helmet and leaving his corpse behind for whoever to come. After then speeding through the entirety of the Museum of Freedom, because this is one of the most boring sections in the early game, and I really could not be bothered voiceovering the entirety of this footage, and yeah. After talking with the remnants of the National Guard and unlocking the fusion core room to go get the power armor on the roof, I ran all the way back, ran onto the roof, and found it as an XO1. I don't know why this is here. I think I had a mod conflict. But I'll only be using this for a short period of time till I get my XO2. That's me starting with government. After clearing the town of raiders, I headed back towards Preston, which I also deliberately stepped in a couple sandbags because they sounded funny. After heading back inside the Museum of Freedom and walking over to Preston, had a wonderful talk with
That
Colonel Garvey.
was a pretty amazing display.
Then I did the wonderful thing of bullshitting Preston. I know everyone in the game who's ever played this has done this. You cannot tell me otherwise. You definitely have. After exiting back out to the Commonwealth, I went and killed Trashcan Carla, a farmer. I killed Wolfgang and Trudy. I then ran my huge mechanical ass all the way down to Diamond City, running through Cambridge and past Corvader Assembly Plant, ignoring the Brotherhood's plea for help over the radio as it sounded like wonderful noises to my ears, running past couples of mines, after going past and for some reason following the road and not just taking it straight. I killed a protection because it looked at me funny. After crossing the bridge that leads to Diamond City, going past the USS Riptide, back over the bridge, all the way to just about where the super mutants are, and then having a little bit of fun with them.
Diamond City firepower, you green uglies. Damn. Not afraid of mutants, huh?
After killing the super mutants, I proceeded to run all the way to Diamond City, talk of cricket, buy some NCR grade weapons and a couple enclave based weapons. After smacking Piper, putting my weapon away and she immediately forgives me, I ran instantly into the city the second I had the chance. I then ran past Mail, ran into Diamond City, and after discovering Diamond City and seeing the absolute horrid abomination they have done to this wonderful American landmark, I considered killing them. I did not, unfortunately, due to the fact I did not even have a main base down.
Holy shit.
After walking all the way to the power armor station, since my fusion core is running low, I decided to sprucing it up a little bit. Only a little bit, not much. After losing 5 to 10 minutes worth of footage, I decided to find a base of operations for the Enclave in the region. After realizing Erator's Marina would not be a suitable location, I thought the next best location might be Vault 81, so I scurried all the way down over there to try and reclaim the soon-to-be American bunker that would then lead the Enclave to victory. As it was located in a quarry and in a very difficult part of the map, it would be a strategic location for outgoing operations. As I made it to the quarry, I got Vault Tech calling the quest, went inside, found Vault 88,
The vault doors were meant to
I
withstand
started
a direct
blasting,
nuclear strike.
hit one raider,
Your
hit
attempts to
another,
breach this
and I
facility
got
are
a little
laughable.
bit carried away,
Leave
missed my
at once.
3 shots, pulled out my anti-material
A few
rifle,
moments
and
later.
bang, straight to the head, killing the raider in one shot. It was a good day.
Whoever you are, stop.
As I looted the raiders immediately out of force of habit, I then activated the vault door controls, pressed it open, completed vault tech calling, and went to go enter. As I was about to enter, my fusion core immediately ran out, and this already put me at a
Are
disadvantage.
you Vault Tech? Have you finally?
As I patiently waited for the vault door to open, I equipped my classic 10mm pistol
Please.
that I bought off a
I'm
cricket
trapped behind a mountain
previously
of
and
rubble.
earlier.
The key
As
to
I
freedom
patiently
is
waited for
getting
this
the
door to
workshop
open, it
operational.
felt like a century.
First, lift the security lockdown and get to the reactor room.
The door finally opened, rolled to the left, and I got the mission better living on the ground, which I do agree in. After seeing some feral ghouls and realizing the vault was compromised, I had to speed run through the vault, which this is footage at 2 times speed, and I know this looks slow already. As I slowly withered away at the ghouls, one by one, I had to patiently walk, step by step, which took eternity just to. After realizing the entirety of the vault most likely and could possibly be compromised, seeing as it was on lockdown and that the inhabitants appeared to have been ghouls, I suspected whoever had sent the stress signal could very well be dead. However, I pushed on, seeing as this still could be a reasonably good location for the enclave in this region. As I looted a couple desks nearby, I proceeded to walk out the door and continue on moving, equipping my anti-material rifle for the extra damage and boost in overall firepower. I found a ghoul. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this guy, I was expecting him to put up more of a fight. However, after killing him and him T-posing on the floor, I grabbed everything off of him, switched on the radio beacon to hopefully regain the remnants of the enclave within the Commonwealth, and proceeded to walk to the lockers for some reason, even though I had no fusion core again. As I walked back up the stairs slowly, this is not edited footage right here, this is how slow I was actually walking. Yes, I know. As I then cleared out the debris and immediately found the overseer, I looked at her, took one good look at her ghoul face, and bang! The Enclave does not accept mutants into their ranks, as she was in direct violation of that. There go, she must have died. As I completed better living on the ground, I got the Vault-Tec prototypes, and got straight to work. I lost another 30 minutes of footage because my dumbass doesn't know how to save. I then proceeded to do the Black Devil quest. After completing majority of it, again, losing 30 minutes of footage, I cleared out the Enclave remnants, which these guys were traitors, so I had to kill them. After taking their dog tags off of them, and proceeding to get the Black Devil power armor, I continued to loot through the entirety of this room because I have an addict problem. As I looted every single Enclave remnant, I switched on Enclave radio to attempt to make America great again. As I got the option to switch on Enclave radio or permanently disable it, I made the choice to remake Enclave radio. sidetracked, I head back to Diamond City, executed the brother, Kyle, his name was Kyle.
You hadn't shown up.
I totally knew that, didn't have to look at this. I then had the American healthcare at its finest, and talked to Dr. Sun to try and get my radiation and health back to a reasonable amount before I get classed as a mutant. I then talked to Diamond City Security. I then customized my armor to look more like the Enclave, seeing as, well, I'm part of the Enclave. I then proceeded to walk over to go talk to Percy, bought some extra surplus from her, or it, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I then hopped down my power armor in the middle of the city center, took out the fusion core just to be safe, sat down on a little bench, waited up to 5 hours, and then headed straight on back to Vault 88. As I walked back through it and realized there was a new settler, I had to equip her with some brand new Enclave certified armor,
I just need to
which
trade
for
gear
this
with
time being will be a suit until I get some combat armor. After equipping her with a suit, I then proceeded to head inside of the security room to put my Exo 2 armor with my Exo 1, which, for context as well, this has a huge change as well. Like, look at the design difference. Like, it's actually massive. You know what else is massive? Nah, I'm not gonna do that to you boys. You're too beautiful. As I then did what I would most likely call the most useless thing in the entire game. This was very stupid of me, and looking back on it, I don't know why. After hopping back in my power armor for the most useless swap known to mankind, I got in my Exo 2 power armor, went through another wonderful loading screen, and made it all the way back to a radio station. After getting ambushed by some Enclave troopers, which have gone rogue and most tried to kill me, I killed the Hellfire trooper, turned my attention to the infantry, executed the Enclave soldier, looted both of them for some reason, I don't know why I had the time to do this, and then proceeded to run away like the little rat I am, all the way to the South Boston military checkpoint. After killing the remnants of the National Guard who had gone rogue, I attempted to try and clear them out as quickly as possible, but my looting addiction got to me.
This safe house is for military personnel only, including non-military family members.
As I head inside, I one-tapped the gunner commander, took his dog tags, and oh well, no, apparently I didn't, it was his fusion cells. I killed the other gunner commander, looked around, executed the other subordinates that weren't listening to Enclave occupation in the area, looting them as well. I don't know why I didn't pick up those road goggles. Huh. I'm stupid. After doing the shittiest joke known to man and missing a shot, I proceeded to continue on my righteous journey, executing the former US Army National Guard soldiers. After headshotting perfectly off this, not mean to do that, I then head inside the bunker, where I then found the and then heading straight to the Chinese stealth armor and grabbing that. Aptly named the racially motivated and intentional game design suit. After attempting to equip the Chinese Ching Chong armor, I proceeded to then look through my inventory to realize that the Hellfire armor had been named Torso and Helmet. Dropping some equipment, I then immediately went into the Vault 88, equipped the other settler with the Enclave equipped gear, proceeded to then customize and put the other equipment on the mannequins I had inside the storage room, putting up some of my weapons and decorating a little bit. After decorating the entirety of the inside, looking at the tape the soldiers had to execute me, I then lost all the footage and now have to do part 2.